movie type of play. Touchdown and field goal. To the air, it's Wade. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. He made it. 3 points on the board. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Handing off on the draw play. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, pass rush gets home.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And he'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Dogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here comes a handoff.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. We got it. The field goal's good. The game is now tied.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Fire to the right side, complete. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to throw. It's Wade. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he'll drop back here on third down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. He knocks it through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Ball handed off. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Same tailback, another carry. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Great catch! Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Bulldogs pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Wants to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Inside the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The receiver grabs it.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Receiver in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Wade. It's caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. It's complete. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, and stay ahead of the sticks.
Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Not the way he wanted to kick it. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Pass complete. It's second down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Short pass, finds the tight end. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Drops back. We're going to test the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Wade. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
With these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. Minnows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position at first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They keep him guessing with a run. Some hard running there through a tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it to the left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
The Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Wade. Dump off caught by the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple of scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Roll to run up the middle. Well, the they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Second down and goal upcoming. Throwing off play action. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense cannot be stopped. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Wade. He's got his man in the open field. He's in the clear. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Wade. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here. Actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And the running back takes the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Off play action, he's looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. He makes the grab. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
He's got the first down and still motoring, and he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Wade. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Caught by the receiver. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Foster. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's running out of time here. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down. The Dogs will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And he fields it at the 15. And the returner will be brought down. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Pressure is coming. The pass is intercepted. Short return tackled at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Quick pass, the catch is made. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The Dogs are in the red zone now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Foster. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Game moves into the 35. 1st down again. A quick throw out left, complete. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. It went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.